Okay, hopefully you can see this okay. So today we're only doing one section. This is average pay. So I know that sounds super simple, and it kind of is, but there's a few things that you need to be aware of. When you find the average of anything, if you go back to like elementary school, if you had a group of numbers that were like 5, 5, 5, and 5, and you averaged them, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20. 20 divided by, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 5. So you need to understand that regardless of what the numbers truly are, it's possible for them all to be the exact same as well, and you get that as the average. And that'll make sense a little bit later. Okay, so we have, and the mean is the most commonly used kind of average. There's median and mode and things like that, but mean is the most common that people use. So we have Monica, and she earned tips all through the week. What was her average tip? So this is simply, I'm going to add them all up and divide by how many. So there's 4 of them. So 50 plus 67, 50 plus 22 plus 118 is $257.50. My apologies for it being kind of off the paper. And 50 cents, and then you divide it by the 4, as I write to, by the 4. So divide by 4, and it's $64.38. So that would be her average. And that's simply because she had a really bad day and a really good day, so they kind of help each other. Okay. Bob earns $18,000 a year. He works 37.5 hours a week, and he works 50 weeks a year. He gets 2 weeks of paid vacation. So, because it's paid, we actually have to take that into account and make this, a total of 52 weeks. So be careful of that. So he makes $18,000 a year. So if we do 18,000 divided by 52, is $346.15 per week. Then it's wanting hourly, and it says he works 37.5. So then we divide that by 37.5 hours. And if we divide that, $37.5, that is $9.23 per hour. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so next, averages of grouped data. So with this one, and please remember that I am just making things up. These are not real things. I just picked Papa Kelsey's or whatever. So don't go to Papa Kelsey's and be like, why is everyone making different amounts? It's not true stuff. Okay, so it says Papa Kelsey's has 8 employees. 5 earn 13, 2 earn 11, and 1 earns 10 per hour. Find the average amount earned per hour. So a lot of you are going to try and take this and add them together and divide by 8. That's not how this works. You need to understand that this is saying 13, 13, 13, 13, and 13, because there's 5 of them. And then 11, and 11, and 10. So we have to add all those together. So 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 11 plus 11 plus 10 is 97. So $97 divided by 8 workers is $12.13 average per hour. So that one wasn't too bad. All right, so then we have some tests. So Morgan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 test scores. One of the test scores accidentally got erased, we'll say. And she knew that her average between them all was this. So we want to find this number so we can replace it. So if you go back to what we talked about at the beginning, they could all be that number, the average, okay? So to find out what all of these should add to, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So we're going to take 80.5 and we're going to multiply it by 6. So when all the numbers are added together, they should equal 483 total. Okay? So then we're going to come in here and we're going to add all these. So 99 plus 80 plus 45 plus 100 plus 88. So 99 plus 80 plus 45 plus 100 plus 88. So we got 412 here. So the difference between these two numbers has to be that last score that we're missing. So we're going to come over here and subtract it. So the last score has to be 71. So hopefully that makes sense. And if you question that, go ahead and add these back up and add this and then divide it by 6 and you should get the average back. So, oh goodness. Okay, so then Hannah was paid $420 for 5 days of work. 4 of those days, her average pay was 86. What was the pay for the 5th day? So, if it's saying average, remember each of those 4 days, it could be 86. So if we do 86 times the 4 days, total for the 4 days. Okay, then it tells you that she made a total of 420. So all 5 days added together was 420. So we'll just take what they all are, subtract what we know she got for the 4 days, and it will give us the 5th day. So $76 for the 5th day. So I hope that makes sense. It's kind of all the same concept, but they just present the information a little bit differently. So if you have more questions, please email me. It's agyheath@casualschools.org. And then your assignment is page 30, 1 to 32 all. This is the last section in chapter 1, so we will have our test. We will review next time we have instruction.